Here we are in Ireland, in the city of Wexford, in the county of Wicklow, in Ardwa House. I think that's how you say it. And this is an area that's right on the coast in sort of the southeast part of Ireland. It's an old Viking area, so it's a place that was settled a long time ago and has a lot of influences there. The city is off here out our window of our bedroom, and you've got the estuary behind that goes out to the sea, so it's quite a picturesque place. I think we're going to like it here. Room that we've messed up already.
Pretty nice room, huh?
Yeah, it's a lovely old house.
Yeah.
A very interesting city hall across the way, too.
Giving the camera some fits with the light, but other than that, it's all right. The dining room. Very nice. It's pretty nice for a B&B.
It's cute, huh?
It is. And that's our room right there. Going on around.
The color of these.
It's the City Hall. The ruins of an old abbey here in Wexford. And there's Maureen taking a picture of the ruins of the old abbey. And here's a real Irish pub. And a nice boardwalk walkway type thing here. Tide's going out. Not out all the way, just starting. €3,041, huh?
Hi, we're at the Waterford Crystal.
You gotta talk louder than that.
Oh, we're at the Waterford Crystal Factory in Waterford. And we're looking at the Lismore line, which is what we have, and we're also looking at all the other designs. And one of the really neat things we saw was this beautiful clock that's designed with little seahorses on top, which is a symbol of Waterford. And the clock mechanism itself is over 250 years old. It's really quite beautiful.
Nice. And there's the welcome sign.
The Irish public are going to be.
This is Christ Church Cathedral in Waterford. It's pretty big.
And as she walked out, she said, "I've solved the problem of the cabinets." All she was worried the whole time was about why did they do that? She said they built the roof too high.
And they needed something extra.
They had to put something extra in.
Or they built the columns too low.
And she
Or the main pedestrian street.
Waterford Tower in that direction, and this looks like the central pedestrian walkway. The town was discovered obviously by the Vikings and the Normans, and it's just been a lot of evidence of their being here in the walls and a few of the towers that sit around the town. It's really been a lot of fun, not very sunny though.
Unfortunately, there is scaffolding on the tower. It's the Norman Tower built in 1004.
Gingerman begin to play side.
Well, much to Arlene's dismay, we're not being rowed out to the castle in our own private boat. We're going to Waterford Castle on the car ferry, but that's okay because that means the car is close at hand. And there's the welcome sign.
The Irish public are going to be able
Everything
And
to
there
see
it
close
is.
by. And if you don't mind
Wait a
which
minute.
famous hotel you stay in, the Westbury, the Berkeley Court, the Towers, the Burlington, or Jury's Ballsbridge Hotel.
See the light? Is there a light?
Hey, hi everybody, we're at Waterford Castle. This is the place I've been waiting to go to for a long, long time. We started out in the city of Waterford, and we took a little ferry over, as you know, and now we're here at the castle. And this is our castle room. We have a nice little king-size bed and a little view of the estuary going into Waterford. And it's just very lovely. Actually looked very nice as we walked in, and we're looking forward to tonight to a yummy dinner. You got one? Has he done it? Yeah, he's doing that nice. Right. Oh, this is the Fitzgerald room.
That's very pretty.
Oh, look at the ceiling, honey. You have to get the ceiling. Oh, this is the bar. I love
Yeah.
it. Oh, I love this table. Yep, it is.
Breakfast room. No, maybe it won't come out. I don't know. Anyway, here we are in Kilkenny, another pretty little Irish town with a lot of background noise. We're here primarily to see this lot, which is Kilkenny Castle. And it's a cute little place. Lots of color, like some of the other towns we saw. Pretty busy though. Lots of traffic. See how it looks. Kilkenny Castle.
pretty. Beautiful roses. Hi, here we are on the road to Limerick, and we're stopping at Carrick-on-Suir, which is not very far from Waterford. And the first stop we're making is at Ormond Castle. Ormond Castle is related to the folks that were at the castle that we saw yesterday in Kilkenny, the Butlers. They had a number of locations around Ireland, and this one is a Tudor one, and it's supposed to be the finest Tudor mansion in all of Ireland.
Foynes Flying Boat Museum.
Are you up? Oh, okay. Here we are in Foynes at the Flying Boat Museum. This is time for our annual festival, the Irish Coffee Festival. This is where Irish coffee was invented 60 years ago, and we'll be celebrating tonight in 1940s costumes, and it sounds like it's going to be a real hoot. These World War II people.
Yeah, there they are.
And did you get the guys?
South Africa, and then I'm going to make my mum in Thailand for April. And go home. But because to get a we're singing at the dinner time.
Declan Corbett, ladies and gentlemen, from Cork. I love the sound of the sound of the steel.
Making Irish coffees, cappuccinos and hot chocolate.
Right. So tell us, the contestants, ladies and gentlemen, have gone through the formal part of their proceedings today. They've met our panel of judges who are here at the front. One with the Panama hat who looks so well. We'll be meeting those a little later on our flight, I suppose. So how did you feel?
I was pretty happy today, Seamus. I felt I'd done my best on it. And whatever I had planned,
Doesn't seem to be any wire. That shows you how old I am. If I can only remember when these things had miles of wire. But to talk to you this evening and tell you a little something about the wonderful days of Foynes airports and the seaplanes, and then Rhinana, as it was known then, Shannon Airport today, with the land planes. It's very difficult for me to talk about it.
Seeking sponsorship is never an easy task, and I want to thank particularly Shannon Development for sponsoring tonight.
telling me earlier that she believes that this festival has a special ingredient and has the potential for much further development. And I think everyone would agree, based on what we've seen here this evening, today and this evening, with the World Championship and all of that, she's on the ball. And I think this thing is going to go from strength to strength in the years to come. And we look forward to playing a role in that. Declan Corbett.
Okay, here we are in Foynes at the Flying Boat Museum. This is time for our annual festival, the Irish Coffee Festival. This is where Irish coffee was invented 60 years ago, and we'll be celebrating tonight in 1940s costumes, and it sounds like it's going to be a real hoot.
I never thought that to be a big thing. Then we went to one in would you look at this
These World War II people.
Yeah, there they are.
And did you get the guys with the one? There's a, yeah, you got the hat on and the sunglasses.
You seen it? You seen it? At the dinner time.
Alright, let's start with Declan. Declan Corbett, ladies and gentlemen, from Cork. Thank you very much, John. Let's give him a big round of applause. We'll be meeting more later, ladies and gentlemen.
It's something I love doing with making Irish coffee.
I love the sound of the silence, do you?
Oh, it's great. Making Irish coffees, cappuccinos and hot chocolate.
Right. So tell us, the contestants, ladies and gentlemen, have gone through the formal part of their proceedings today. They've met our panel of judges who are here at the front. One with the Panama hat who looks so well. We'll be meeting those a little later on our flight, I suppose. So how did you get on with the judges today when you made your 3 conference?
I was pretty happy today, Seamus. I felt like I'd done my best on it.
I have the honor to bring a painting of our harbour at Foynes in 1942, and actually 41 and 42, of the flying boats, the Pan Am Clippers, and the DOAC shuttle, short flying boats that moved our passengers from Foynes when they came in from America to England, and they brought the outbound passengers here. And this painting that you see has been completed by the famous Maureen artist, who is now equally famous as a flying boat artist, and that's Ian Marshall. And this shows our Foynes Harbor with two of the Pan Am flying boats on the water, as well as two BOAC smaller flying boats. And if you look here, you see just a small piece of our Foynes Museum building, which is the one that today is so important to us for the museum, and which Margaret is working very hard to expand.
Doesn't seem to be any wire. That shows you how old I am. I can only remember that these things had miles of wire. But to talk to you this evening and tell you a little something about the wonderful days of Foynes airports and the seaplanes, and then Rhinanna, as it was known then, Shannon Airport today, with the land planes. It's very difficult for me to talk about it. The first time I ever was involved with this part of the world was when the war was over and the immigrants to the United States of America, as I was, were permitted to return to the country of their birth, and you had to be given permission. When in 1946, I received permission to return to my home in Ireland, and that was the first time I ever been the Rhinanna. The seaplanes, unfortunately, were gone, and then we had the land planes. And so I landed in Shannon Airport, then known as Rhinanna. And the building were 3 wooden shacks. They weren't the beautiful buildings you have today. And that was my first time here, and that was the first time I heard of a great man. Well, I've heard of him before, but a great man, and met him, was Brendan O'Regan. I don't think you have any idea how much Brendan O'Regan contributed to this part of the world and to the goodwill that was built up between Shannon Airport, Foynes, and the United States of America, and even back the other way to England and Italy and the other places where the Irish planes landed. But in those days, it was American Export Airlines, of which my husband, Charles Blair, was the senior pilot, and later, or at the same time, was General Charles Blair in the United States Air Force. So you know what he was doing here wasn't just flying airplanes. And then American Export Airlines was, when the United States didn't need them anymore, it was turned over to American Airlines, and it became AOA instead of AEA, and that was American Overseas. And the head of American Airlines felt that the routes to Ireland would never mean anything, so he sold the airline to Pan Am. And then started the great, great days of aviation in Shannon Airport. And Charlie Blair transferred from American Export Airlines to American Overseas, and then to his beloved Pan American Airlines. And through all of this, the goodwill and the expertise and everything created by Brendan O'Regan was an invaluable thing to this part of Ireland. He was responsible for introducing the Irish coffee. He ran the wonderful restaurants that was here in Foynes and also at the Shannon Airport. And he was also the founder of the, when you sell things cheaper, what do you call that? Duty free. The duty free. You don't realize all of that was the brain wave of Brendan. So We are honouring, or you all are honouring, but I'd like to join with you because he's a very, very dear, precious and great friend to me and was much loved by Charlie Blair. So we're honouring him tonight, and he deserves so much more, in fact so much more, that we aren't even capable of saying thank you to him for all he has contributed to aviation, to making people happy, to finance, to everything to do with aviation. So I think that's enough said. Brendan, we all love you very, very much.
Well, after that introduction by Maureen and after having had several Irish coffees, I just hope that I will respond as I should respond, because I have, of course, written out what I wanted to say, and I'm going to try to stick to it, because I don't think if I try to talk without referring to my notes, I'm going to do honor to the occasion, which I really appreciate. It's a very emotional period for me at the moment, kind of thing that is the last hurrah, as far as I'm concerned.
Seeking sponsorship is never an easy task, and I want to thank particularly Shannon Development for sponsoring tonight. When we approached West Limerick Resources, who are the leader company in this area, for funding, they facilitated us in every way possible, and we are very grateful to them for supporting us. We're also delighted that at a late stage, better late than ever, Board Fáilte have also supported the festival this year.
Okay, first of all, we've enjoyed it. It was great competition, good competitors, and good crack. We should pay tribute at this point, and a lot of tributes have been paid to the Irish Festival Committee, ably led by Margaret, support of the local community, and also the key sponsors, so thank you very much, folks. Margaret, yeah, give them a bull of us. I think it's fair enough. They deserve a lot. Margaret was telling me earlier that she believes that this festival has a special ingredient and has the potential for much further development. And I think everyone would agree, based on what we've seen here this evening, today and this evening, with the World Championship and all of that, she's on the ball. And I think this thing is going to go from strength to strength in the years to come, and we look forward to playing a role in that. Now, picking a winner has been very, very difficult. We've tasted, probably at this stage, about 40 Irish coffees today, and we're still standing. And we had a few extras thrown in as well by the committee here, so it's been a tough day from an Irish coffee viewpoint. All the contestants, folks, are great competitors, great ambassadors for their own establishments. And really, at this stage, they're all winners. Even though we're going to select one, they're all winners. And we just put a sentence together on each one as we went through today. And very, very quickly, we had, you might recall, Declan Corbett. Declan, we said, a real flamethrower from County Cork. We had Joe Heskin. Like Galway, he's a former winner and he's going for another major title this year. Jenny Kay, the crack was good in Cricklewood, and Jenny, we wish you all the best. Eamon McCusker played football with Sean Martins in Belfast until he was 41 years of age. And you know, Eamon, Kerry could be looking for you next year to come out of retirement. Frank Saletti, all the way from San Francisco, serves, and this is a fact, 2,000 Irish coffees each day in the Buena Vista. We're looking to see Frank in the next big Hollywood blockbuster coming this way. Simon Carty, Drumcondra, like Bertie, a man of the people. Rory Dunleavy, originally a Donegal man, and knowing that Donegal are going to win tomorrow, he's going for a double tonight. And finally, the first man to make an upside down Irish coffee all the way from down under, Ben Cleghorn. So give them a bit of applause, folks. So, nonetheless, it is a competition. A world championship has to be decided, and a winner has been selected. Seamus already mentioned, the criteria include technique, presentation, innovation, personality, and of course, the taste of the drink itself. Each competitor was scored against these by each judge, and then at a meeting that we just finished, the winner was selected and agreed by the entire judging panel. The name of the winner I have here in this envelope, and I'm going to ask now Brendan O'Regan to open the envelope and announce the 2002 World Champion.
Sheridan's Bar, the guy who invented Irish coffee, at the end of our wonderful little adventure here in Ireland with the 60th anniversary of Irish coffee. We had a fantastic night last night, and we're looking forward to doing it